what did that look like tonight, and maybe some missed opportunities?
Well, I thought in the second and fourth quarter we played well at the defensive end. I mean, we gave up 68 points. It's not too good. If you're going to have a chance to compete, you've got to hold people in the 50s. And unfortunately, we're just not always dialed in. I mean, listen, I'm going home and I'm not upset we won. I mean, we won. So that's the most important thing. That's the name of the game, is try to win. But, we're not thinking, we're just playing. And then we're not processing as the game goes on. We obviously were not shooting the three very well, but we kept doing it and trying to get them to understand, hey, they're leaving you open for a reason. They're not going in, so stop shooting them. How about shot fake and drive? How about getting a paint touch and dump to a post player? Like, just things that we have to get better at. And then challenging them, because we really haven't shot the three well. You take out the fourth quarter against Northern Kentucky, you take the fourth quarter out against UConn, and we're a very poor three-point shooting team right now. So whatever they're doing, it's not enough, and that's what I've tried to explain to them. If you're shooting and making 100 threes a day, maybe you need to make 200 a day, because something has to change or we're going to continue to get the same performance. But we fought. We kept fighting, got down, could have rolled over, but we found a way to at least get it close at half. And then, went back and forth there. I think we got it to a 1-point game, then back to a 4, back to a 5. Then we took a little bit of a lead, then gave it right back to them. But we did what we needed to do to get the win. But we've got to get back to work on Friday and Saturday before we head and play a very good Clemson team on Sunday. Yes.
First one, we saw Laura and Skylar up here, and listening to them talk to us and to each other, you can tell the chemistry that they have with each other even off the court. What have you seen from your new players in that regard?
Well, I thought tonight was better. I thought Skylar's body language was better. Her effort was better. Now, my challenge to Skylar is going to be when you're not scoring 21, when you're not 8 for 15, are you still going to have that same energy? Because I need you to defend now. I need you to rebound. And it's not just Skylar, it's a lot of players now. It's understanding their worth is more than just scoring points. But I was very proud of her because I thought her approach to the game was much different than it had been the first two games. Laura's a competitor. Laura is out there competing and fighting. But for her, same thing. The three wasn't going in. Stop shooting it. Get to the free throw line. She goes 6 for 6 at the line. If it's me, I'm a shot fake, get you up in the air and go into you and just get two free throws. So those are the things I'm trying to teach them, is to understand that if something's not going well for you, you've got your value to this team is more than just one thing. But we're thrilled with a win. Obviously, Colorado is a very good basketball team. I think they're going to win a lot of games. We've just got to now regroup, get a good night's sleep tonight, and come back on Friday and Saturday because it's going to be a ball game at Clemson.
You mentioned it briefly, but that fourth quarter was obviously huge, and it's been huge in these first 3 games of yours. What do you got to do to get your team playing like that in the first quarter and starting off on it?
Well, I mean, I guess I need to hold true to what I said I'd do, and that's just run them in the auxiliary gym for an hour and a half. So then they think it's the fourth quarter. I mean, I'm to the point I really don't know what to do, because we're prepping them, we're preparing them. They've got to figure out a way to play 4 quarters and not just one. Now, I thought we played 2 tonight. And the third wasn't terrible, but defensively we weren't very good. Just too much ball watching, and then there'd be a loose ball. We'd stare at the ball, and they'd throw it to somebody standing underneath the basket for a layup. Those things we've got to fix.
Conference play seems a lot earlier this year than in previous years, but I mean, just where do you feel like specifically you want to see a difference heading into that game, and I mean, is there a concern of having that game against Clemson this early in the season?
No, because they have to play us too. I mean, we're both playing. I mean, they play, I think, tomorrow night. They have American or somebody. So we're both in the same boat. It's not like they've played 10 games and we're only coming in with 3. We both, I mean, they can try and scout us, and I'm not sure what Sean will think because we ran some of the same stuff tonight that was absolutely completely different than what we did against UConn, and it was the same set. So I'm confused. So if I'm confused, they got to be confused, which is a pretty good plan, I think, that our players had. Like, make it difficult for someone to scout you because you just run the same thing 10 different ways. But it is extremely difficult to coach. So we've got to clean some things up. I mean, we've got really good players, but we've got to have more attention to detail of making sure when you cut for a purpose. You got to come off a ball screen. You got to come off a down screen. So then you might draw a defender, so then your teammate might get open. I joke about it because they are really, really talented, but it's just getting them to play together and understand, hey, like for Amari, I was pleased that she actually attempted to rebound tonight, but she had done unbelievably such a great job in our exhibition games. And then our last 2 games, she didn't go to the glass. She didn't rebound. But tonight she came up with 4 of them. She didn't shoot the ball well, but at least she rebounded the ball. She came up with 2 steals. And then the other thing for us that, I mean, I'll knock on the table here is we have not turned the ball over at a high clip, which this is my 19th year, and I think all 18 we figure out a way to turn it over. I mean, and there's 2 people sitting in this room that were really good at it. Okay. Hey, Julia. Hey, Jada. Yeah. Yeah. No, great to have them back. What a treat and a surprise. So looking forward to seeing them tomorrow at the office, I hope. Perfect. Anything? Yes.
Coach, you mentioned Colorado's a great team. I think they got up by as many as 11. Cards didn't really get much up by more than a few there at the end.
Our biggest lead was 6 there with 4 seconds
towards
left.
the end. Yeah. So
Yep.
was there any sense of panic with the team? What was the composure like there when you're coming down the last?
No,
5
I
minutes?
mean we've had games like this. I mean Colorado played well. I mean we played Oklahoma here last year and we led for 38 minutes, but we just didn't lead for the right 38. So we figure out a way to keep it close, keep it close, and then figure out a way to take the lead. And then I was proud of them. We executed a sideline out of bounds that we just worked on today and got a layup out of it. We've got to do a better job of being able to step up and knock down free throws at crunch time because that's pressure. But I thought Skylar did a really nice job. Then Laura stepped up and made hers. So, we've got room to improve, but I'd rather learn to improve after a win than a loss.
You acknowledged Jalea and Jada here tonight. Just what does it mean for this program to have such a strong and healthy relationship with the alumni?
But they're great people. It's always nice to see all of our alumni when they come back. Our job here, sure, we have to win games or you get fired. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, you're trying to make sure you prepare them for life after basketball. Julia's sitting here, and I'm really proud of her because it was a big step for her to come up here. She's from the Miami area, had played there, and it was like, come on, and she did it. But as I told her, I really truly believe it helped her have the courage to go overseas. And at least she tells me she's really enjoying it. And Jada, the same way. We're trying to help prepare them that when basketball's over, no matter what they want to do, or they can do it and succeed at it. This weekend's a big weekend for us as well, as Candace Bingham Wheeler is being inducted into our Athletic Hall of Fame. And she was a part of our 09 team. our first Final Four team here, and was a big part of it. Her and Angel were really the two cogs in that wheel that kept us going. And excited to see her get acknowledged for what she's done. You know, she's somebody that I didn't run a bunch of sets for and plays for, but she came close to averaging about a double-double. And I just knew what to expect. Every game I could look at the stat at the end of the game and go, yep, that's what she does. And that's what I'm trying to challenge these players with, is consistency. Who is going to be that person that I know every night I can count on? You know, Laura right now has been rebounding the ball extremely well. You know, she came up with 6. I think she's averaging maybe 9 or 10 right now. Mac rebounds the ball well. You know, E didn't get as many tonight, but E comes up with 3 assists and 0 turnovers on the game. So, like, she contributed in a different way. And that's what we are just trying to make sure they understand, is like, just bring a positive impact to what we're doing. So it's great to have them back. I know my kids were excited to see them themselves. So it was nice. Anybody else? Oh, we got one more. Okay.
Mentioned Candace and Angel, and it seemed like there's always that one player that kind of stood out, and then you had good support around them. Do you feel like you have that one player on this team that can be that go-to person? Everybody can kind of rally around them with this team.
We are working on that. It's the consistency part. I mean, I think Taj has the ability to do that, but it's the day in, day out. Every single day, are you coming to work? Dana Evans, Asia Dur, Maisha, you know, everybody on that 18 team. I mean, Kylie Shook, all of them. Sam Fearing came in to work. Erica Carter. You know, I know I'm leaving some out, but I'd be talking forever. But that's what you have to have. If you want to be great, every single day you come to practice, there's never a question of, are they going to give 100%? And that's what we're talking to our players about now, is a standard. You got to have a standard that you demand that from yourself. So, you know, as we continue to progress, we'll see, you know, who takes that next step. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all.